In the quiet halls of Earth's Space Research Center, scientists buzzed with excitement. It was a typical day, with many workers focused on their screens and monitors. But Dr. Maya Khan felt something was different. She stared at her monitor, watching a strange pattern on the screen. This was not just noise, it was a signal. Maya had always been curious about space. From a young age, she dreamed of exploring the stars. Now, as one of the leading astrophysicists, she spent her days studying the cosmos. However, this signal felt unusual. It pulsed rhythmically, unlike anything she had seen before. Her heart raced as she typed furiously on her keyboard, trying to decode the message. "Hey, Maya!" called out Tom, her colleague. "What's got you so focused?" "This signal," she replied, pointing at the screen. "It's coming from the direction of the Alpha Centauri system. I think it's an alien transmission." Tom raised an eyebrow, intrigued but skeptical. "You really think it's aliens? Maybe it's just interference." Maya shook her head. "No, I've seen interference. This is different. I can feel it. We need to analyze it more closely." The two of them quickly gathered a team of scientists. They worked together, excitedly running tests and analyzing data. Hours passed and the signal grew clearer. The group discovered it was a distress call, filled with strange sounds and patterns. "This is amazing!" Tom exclaimed. "If it is a distress call, maybe we are not alone out here." Maya nodded, her mind racing with possibilities. "We need to find out who sent it and why. What if they need help? What if they are dangerous?" As they continued their research, the signal began to change. It pulsed faster and more erratically. Maya felt a chill run down her spine. "What does this mean?" she wondered aloud. "Are they in trouble?" The team worked late into the night, fueled by coffee and adrenaline. Finally, they had a breakthrough. The signal was coming from a massive armada of alien ships heading toward Earth. Maya's heart sank. The aliens were coming, and they didn't seem friendly. "Everyone, we need to alert the government," Maya said firmly. "We have to warn them about this armada. They need to prepare." The team agreed, but as they contacted the authorities, they were met with skepticism. "An alien armada? Really?" said a government official over the phone. "That sounds like science fiction. We have more pressing matters to deal with." Maya felt frustration bubbling inside her. "But you don't understand. This is serious. We need to prepare for a possible invasion." The official chuckled dismissively. "Calm down, Dr. Khan. We appreciate your enthusiasm, but we need evidence before we can take action." Maya hung up, feeling helpless. The world did not see the danger approaching. She gathered her team and decided to continue her work. "If they won't listen, we have to show them," she said with determination. "We will find a way to protect Earth, even if we have to do it ourselves." As days passed, the Armada drew closer. Maya and her team monitored the ship's progress, noting their speed and size. The aliens appeared to be massive and intimidating, with dark, sleek vessels that shimmered in the light. Maya couldn't shake the feeling that they were underestimating Earth. Meanwhile, the media began to pick up on the news. "Is Earth ready for an alien invasion?" screamed headlines. People around the globe were both excited and terrified. Many dismissed the idea of aliens as mere fantasy, while others feared the worst. Maya knew that time was running out. She had to find a way to prepare for the unknown. With her team, she began to explore new technologies, hoping to create something that could defend Earth against these unknown visitors. The clock ticked down as the alien armada approached, and Maya's mind raced with questions. Who were these aliens? What did they want? And most importantly, could Earth survive their arrival? Little did she know, the truth behind the signal was about to unfold in ways she could never imagine. The world was on the brink of an incredible encounter, and Maya was determined to protect her home, no matter what it took. The days passed slowly as the alien armada approached Earth. Scientists at the Space Research Center continued to monitor the strange signal. Dr. Maya Khan worked tirelessly, her eyes glued to the screen. Each passing hour brought the ships closer, and with it, a growing sense of dread. Maya and her team had been preparing for the worst. They designed a plan to enhance Earth's defenses, but getting the government to take their warnings seriously proved difficult. "They don't understand how real this threat is," Maya said during a team meeting. "We have to convince them before it's too late." Tom, her colleague, nodded in agreement. "What if we demonstrate the power of our technology? If we can show them something impressive, they might listen." Maya considered this. "We need to find a way to amplify Earth's magnetic field. It could disrupt the alien ships if they try to invade." but we need resources and support from the government. Meanwhile, the media buzzed with excitement and fear. News channels aired stories about the incoming Armada, sparking debates among people around the world. Some saw the aliens as potential allies, while others viewed them as dangerous invaders. Social media exploded with theories and speculations. In the heart of all this chaos, Maya remained focused. She gathered her team, including Tom and several other scientists, to work on their project. They spent long nights in the lab, testing their equipment and refining their plans. As they worked, Maya couldn't help but feel a mix of anxiety and determination. "We need to be ready for anything," she reminded her team. "If the aliens attack, we must defend our planet." Finally, after days of hard work, they had a breakthrough. Maya and her team designed a powerful device that could enhance Earth's magnetic field. It was a risky plan, but it might give them the advantage they needed. They presented their findings to the government, hoping for support. "Dr. Khan, we appreciate your efforts," the government official said, looking over their results. "But this is a big leap. Are you sure this will work?" Maya felt her heart race. "Yes, I believe it can. If we activate it just as the aliens enter our atmosphere, it could disrupt their ships and give us a chance to defend ourselves." The official hesitated, glancing at his colleagues. "We will consider your proposal, but we need more evidence before we allocate resources. We can't act on speculation alone." Frustrated, Maya left the meeting. How can they not see the danger? She wondered. She felt the weight of the world on her shoulders. As the alien ships drew closer, time was running out. Meanwhile, strange things began to happen around the world. People reported strange lights in the sky, and animals behaved oddly. Birds flew in unusual patterns, and dogs barked at nothing. Some towns even experienced brief power outages. Many began to feel that something was off, as if the world was holding its breath. Maya and her team continued their preparations. They tested their device, but there were still many unknowns. Would it really work? Would they be able to stop the Armada? The team knew they had to remain hopeful. As the days turned into nights, Maya took a moment to reflect. She remembered her childhood dreams of exploring space and meeting aliens. Now she was about to face them. Would she be ready? Finally, the day arrived when the alien Armada was expected to reach Earth's orbit. Maya and her team gathered in the control room, their hearts pounding with anticipation. They watched the monitor, their faces illuminated by the glow of the screens. Suddenly, the room filled with alarms. "They're here!" someone shouted. The team rushed to the screens, seeing the massive ships moving into position. They looked like dark shadows against the stars, casting an eerie presence over the planet. Maya felt a chill run down her spine. "This is it," she said, her voice steady despite her fear. "We need to be ready. Activate the device when I give the signal." As the alien Armada hovered above, the world below held its breath. People looked up at the sky, their faces filled with a mix of awe and fear. No one knew what would happen next. Maya knew that the calm before the storm was about to break, and she was determined to protect Earth no matter what. The stage was set for an encounter that would change everything. The control room was filled with tension as Dr. Maya Khan and her team prepared for the alien Armada's arrival. Monitors displayed the massive ships hovering ominously in Earth's orbit. The dark silhouettes looked like giants in the sky, casting shadows over the world below. Maya's heart raced as she glanced at her colleagues, each one brimming with anxiety and determination. "Everyone stay focused," Maya instructed, her voice steady. "When the aliens get closer, we will activate our device. We need to show them we are not to be underestimated." The team nodded, their eyes glued to the screens. The room was silent except for the sounds of beeping monitors and the occasional rustle of papers. Maya could feel the weight of the moment pressing down on her. They were about to face an unknown threat, and their preparations were all that stood between Earth and potential disaster. As the alien ships began to descend, Maya initiated the sequence to activate their magnetic field device. "Get ready! We need to be swift and precise," she said, adrenaline coursing through her veins. Suddenly, alarms blared. "Incoming signal!" shouted one of the scientists. Everyone turned to the screen as a holographic image flickered to life. It displayed a message from the alien fleet, complete with strange symbols and sounds. Maya felt a chill run down her spine. "What does it mean?" Tom asked, his eyes wide. Maya squinted at the screen, trying to make sense of the alien language. "I'm not sure. It looks like they're trying to communicate. But what are they saying?" As she worked to decipher the message, the alien ships continued to approach. Maya felt a surge of fear mixed with curiosity. Could these aliens be friendly, or were they simply preparing to attack? Before she could figure it out, another alarm sounded, this time indicating that the magnetic field device was ready. "We have to act now!" Maya shouted. "Activate the device." Her team swiftly complied, fingers flying across the control panels. As the device powered up, a bright light filled the room, and the energy field expanded outward, enveloping Earth. The air crackled with electricity as the magnetic field intensified. "Now let's see what happens," Maya said, biting her lip in anticipation. The room fell silent as everyone watched the monitors intently. Suddenly, the alien ships began to shudder and wobble in their descent. "It's working!" Tom exclaimed, a mix of excitement and disbelief in his voice. "The magnetic field is disrupting their systems." However, Maya was not celebrating yet. "We need to be careful. They might react aggressively." Just then, another message appeared on the screen, this time with clearer symbols and sounds. Maya worked frantically, translating the alien message in real time. It says, "They are not here to fight. They are lost and seeking help." A wave of relief washed over the team. "Help?" Tom echoed. "Help with what?" Maya continued translating. "They have experienced a malfunction in their navigation system and need assistance to repair their ships. They did not mean to invade Earth." As the words sank in, a new sense of urgency replaced the fear. "We need to communicate with them," Maya shouted. "We can't let them think we are hostile." Maya quickly devised a plan. They would send a signal back to the aliens, assuring them that they were willing to help. "Let's use simple universal symbols," she suggested. "We need to show them we are friendly and want to assist." The team worked together, creating a message that combined light patterns and basic sounds. After finalizing their communication, Maya sent it to the alien Armada, hoping they would understand. A tense silence fell over the control room as they waited for a response. The seconds felt like hours. Suddenly, the alien ships began to stabilize, responding to their message. The dark silhouettes of the ships glimmered with lights, signaling that they were receiving the information. Maya felt a sense of hope rising within her. "They are accepting our message," she exclaimed, a smile spreading across her face. This could be the start of something amazing. The alien ships, once looming threats, now appeared more like lost travelers seeking help. Maya realized they had a unique opportunity to forge a connection with beings from another world. As the aliens initiated a response, Maya couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and fear. They were about to step into a new chapter in human history, one that could change everything. The unexpected discovery that the aliens were not hostile, but rather in need of assistance, could lead to a groundbreaking alliance. With newfound determination, Maya and her team prepared to help the alien Armada, eager to uncover the mysteries of the cosmos together. The calm before the storm had given way to something entirely different, a chance for understanding and cooperation between worlds. The atmosphere in the control room was electric as Dr. Maya Khan and her team communicated with the alien Armada. After days of fear and uncertainty, they had discovered that the aliens were not invaders, but rather travelers lost in the vastness of space. But just as hope began to bloom, a new threat loomed over them. Suddenly, an alarm blared, cutting through the tense silence. "Incoming ships detected!" shouted Tom, his face pale as he stared at the monitors. "Multiple vessels approaching from the east." Maya's heart raced. "Who are they?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. The screen displayed the shapes of ships that were darker and more menacing than the alien Armada they had just encountered. "They look like warships!" another team member shouted. "They're armed and moving fast." Maya's mind raced. "We have to warn the alien ships. They might think we're all under attack." She quickly typed out a message, but her hands trembled with urgency. Tom glanced nervously at the monitors. "They're getting closer! We don't have much time!" With a few frantic keystrokes, Maya sent the warning to the alien Armada. "Please, they need to know we are allies," she said, hoping the aliens would understand. As the alien ships responded, the warships loomed closer, displaying their weapons. A chilling message appeared on the screen. "Earth is hostile! Prepare for engagement!" "No!" Maya shouted, panic flooding her. "They must have misinterpreted our signals. We need to stop this before it escalates." But before they could act, the warships opened fire. Bright beams of energy shot across the sky, striking the alien ships. The control room shook with the force of the blasts. Maya grabbed the edge of her desk to steady herself. "Activate the magnetic field device," she ordered, her voice rising above the chaos. "It's our only chance to protect them!" Tom rushed to comply, fingers flying over the controls. The device powered up, creating a barrier of energy around the alien armada. Maya watched in horror as the beams of light collided with the magnetic field, sending shock waves rippling through the atmosphere. But the warships were relentless. They fired again and again, trying to break through the barrier. One of the alien ships was hit, its hull glowing bright before bursting into fragments. Maya's heart sank as she witnessed the destruction. "They're taking heavy damage," shouted a team member, eyes wide with fear. "We have to help them!" Maya's mind raced. "If we can't stop the warships, we must help the aliens retreat." She turned to Tom, determination burning in her eyes. "We need to create a distraction. If we can draw the fire away from the alien ships, they can escape." Tom nodded, his expression fierce. "What do you need me to do?" "Prepare a series of signals to draw their attention," Maya instructed. "Make it look like we're launching an attack. It might give the aliens the cover they need." As Tom worked on the signal, Maya turned back to the monitors. The alien armada was in disarray, some ships attempting to regroup while others were still under fire. "Come on!" she muttered, her heart pounding. "You can do this!" Finally, the distraction was ready. Tom pressed a button, and a series of bright lights shot into the sky, mimicking the appearance of missiles being launched. The warships shifted their focus, firing at the dazzling lights instead of the alien ships. "Now go," Maya shouted. "Tell them to retreat!" Through the chaos, Maya sent out a final message to the aliens, urging them to flee while they could. "You must leave now! We will cover you!"
The alien ships responded, their lights flickering in acknowledgement.
One by one, they turned and began to retreat, moving away from the battle. Maya felt a mix of relief and sorrow. They had saved them, but the cost was high. The warships soon realized they had been deceived. They pivoted toward the fleeing alien armada, weapons ready. "They're turning back!" Tom yelled. "They won't let them escape!" Maya's heart raced again as she watched the scene unfold. The alien ships moved as quickly as they could, but they were still damaged and vulnerable. The warships fired, beams of energy streaking toward their targets. "Come on!" Maya urged, gripping the edge of her desk as she watched the destruction unfold. Just as it seemed all hope was lost, the magnetic field device flared brightly. It absorbed the energy from the attacks, creating a powerful shield around the alien ships. "It worked!" Tom exclaimed, his voice filled with awe. The alien armada seized the moment, vanishing into the depths of space. Maya sighed in relief, but her heart was heavy. They had saved the aliens, but at what cost? The warships would not stop. They were still a threat. Earth was not safe yet, and the struggle was far from over. As Maya looked around the control room, she realized that the real battle for humanity was just beginning. The sun rose over Earth, casting a warm glow across the control room where Dr. Maya Khan and her team gathered. After the chaotic night, they were weary but relieved. They had saved the alien armada from destruction, but the threat of the warships still loomed over them. Maya stared at the screens, which showed the stars twinkling outside their atmosphere. "We did it," she murmured, disbelief washing over her. The aliens got away. Tom, who sat beside her, rubbed his eyes. "But they're not out of danger yet. The warships are still out there, and they might come back. We have to prepare for that," Maya replied, her mind racing with thoughts. "If they return, we need to be ready to defend ourselves and our new allies." The room buzzed with anxious energy. The team quickly set to work, reviewing their defense systems and discussing strategies for communication with the alien armada. Maya had a new mission, to ensure that they could help the aliens and create a lasting alliance. After hours of planning, Maya looked around the room. "We need to send a message to the aliens," she declared. "We have to let them know they're safe with us." Tom nodded, and together they crafted a signal using the same universal symbols they had used before. Maya pressed the button to send the message into space, hoping the aliens would receive it. "Now we wait," she said, a mix of hope and anxiety filling the air. As time passed, the team remained on high alert. Maya's mind raced with possibilities. What if the aliens didn't respond? What if they thought Earth was still a hostile environment? Just as doubt began to creep in, the monitors flickered to life, displaying a response. The familiar symbols appeared, shimmering brightly. "They got our message!" Tom shouted, excitement evident in his voice. Maya leaned closer to the screen, her heart pounding. The message translated quickly. "We thank you for your help. We wish to return to discuss a new alliance." A wave of relief washed over her. "They want to talk! This is our chance!" she exclaimed, her eyes shining with determination. The team set to work preparing for the meeting. They modified their communication devices to accommodate the aliens and discussed the best ways to convey their intentions. Maya emphasized the importance of showing the aliens that Earth was not a threat. "We want to be allies," she said firmly. "We need to build trust." Finally, the day arrived when the alien ships re-entered Earth's orbit. Maya and her team gathered in the control room, their hearts racing. The screens displayed the magnificent alien Armada, their sleek shapes gliding gracefully through space. As the ships descended, Maya felt a mix of excitement and fear. "This is it," she whispered. "Let's show them who we are." The alien vessels landed softly on the designated landing pad. Maya's team was ready, standing by the entrance, eagerly awaiting their new allies. When the doors opened, the aliens emerged, their forms ethereal and majestic. The lead alien, a tall figure with glowing eyes, stepped forward. Maya felt a wave of awe wash over her. "Welcome, friends of Earth," it said, its voice melodic and clear. "We come in peace." Maya stepped forward, her heart swelling with hope. "Thank you for trusting us. We want to work together to ensure our worlds are safe." The alien nodded and its expression softened. "We were lost, but your bravery showed us that there is strength in unity. We seek to share knowledge and protect each other from those who wish to cause harm." As they spoke, Maya felt the weight of the past lift. The fear, the uncertainty, all faded away. This was a new beginning, a chance to build something meaningful. Over the next few days, they engaged in discussions about technology, culture, and how to collaborate. The alien Armada shared their advanced technology, which could help humanity advance in ways they had never imagined. In return, Earth offered its resources and a willingness to learn from its new allies. The atmosphere shifted from one of tension to excitement. Maya watched as her team interacted with the aliens, exchanging ideas and laughter. It was a sight she would never forget. As the sun set, casting a golden hue over the landing pad, Maya stood with her team, looking up at the stars. "We have opened a door to a new future," she said, a smile spreading across her face. "Together we can face whatever comes next." The dawn of a new era had begun, one filled with hope, understanding, and the promise of intergalactic friendship. As the stars twinkled above, Maya knew that Earth and the alien Armada were no longer strangers. They were allies, united against the unknown, ready to embark on a journey together.